Well, hello! I'm Theodore Clement Steele, or as my friends call me, TC. I'm going to be your host today because Johnny Appleseed's not feeling very well and had to have an operation. I think it was an appledectomy. Today I'm going to talk about trains and me on From Footsteps to Flight. Before we start, Johnny told me to begin with an apple joke. Why did the apple stop running? Because it ran out of juice. Like I said today, we're going to talk about trains. Do you like trains? I do. I love them. I could talk about trains all day. Do you know who also likes trains? My friend who works on the railroad, Engineer Applejack.
Welcome aboard the Apple Express with stops in Appleton, Wisconsin, Albuquerque, New Mexico, and the Appalachian Mountains.
Did we just repeat an earlier joke? So Jack, what makes trains so unique?
They are much different than cars. For one thing, instead of a road, they run on tracks. These tracks are railways made out of steel.
You mean like me?
No, I said steel, not TC Steele. The idea of hauling material on railways dates all the way back to Greece in the 16th century BC.
Don't you mean TC?
Now back to trains. The first trains were driven by steam. Water would be heated by wood or coal in something called a boiler. The steam would drive the engine of the train, which was on the tracks. The engine of the train is called the locomotive. The last car was called a caboose. Caboose, such a funny name. It rhymes with moose. Hey, TC, who is the most famous moose of all time?
I don't know. Who is the most famous moose of all time?
Mickey Mouse.
What does this have to do with railroads, Jack?
It doesn't. The first train that came to Indiana was in 1832. Since then, there have been many trains in operation. Hey, TC, could you help me by reading some of these names of these trains?
Gladly. They are the Du Bois County Railroad, the Indiana Harbor Belt Railroad, the Indiana Northeastern Railroad, the Elkhart Western Railroad, the Grand Elk Railroad, Indian Creek Railroad, the Fulton County Railroad, the Evansville Western Railway, the Kankakee and Beaverville and Southern Railway, the Indiana Southwestern Railway, which also operates the Owensville Terminal Company, and my personal favorite, the South Shore.
That is quite a list.
It is. Applejack and I are going to take a quick break and go have a bowl of cereal. But when we come back, we're going to talk about me, TC, and my paintings. Welcome back. I'm the famous Indiana painter, TC Steele. Before I show you some of my paintings, I would like to say that I was an American Impressionist painter from Owen County, Indiana. I'm curious, Applejacks, what do you know about Impressionist paintings?
It's a type of painting that emphasizes bright colors and light using dabs of paint. Most of the paintings are of landscapes or simple objects. It is based on the artist's experience rather than an accurate depiction.
That was an excellent answer, Jack. Here's a picture of one of my pictures. As you can see, I emphasize the bright colors and the light. You know, I will show you the audience something I've been painting all day. I think it's a masterpiece.
Cool.
I'm TC Steele, and this is my friend Applejack from Footsteps to Flight.
Here's a list of all the trains in Indiana. Toot toot.